What's good, varsity family? And we back with another one. You already know, another day, another reaction, and we back at it. It's your boy Varsity. And if you new, you already know what to do. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Tell your mom's best friend, tell your best friend, tell your cousins to tune in because we reacting to everything going on in the music world, sports world, anything related. Y'all send the clips over. We gonna talk about it. It's all family. It's all love here. But today's agenda, Charleston White. We already know it's gonna be a good one. It's Charleston White. But he responding back to Foolio'S mom. If y'all don't know, Foolio was a rapper from down in Florida area. He did get end up losing his life, unfortunately. And Charleston White's been a little vocal and active on his lifestyle and Foolio's choosings and, dissing his ops and, kind of speaking into the universe what might come back and unfortunately happen to him. But his mom's been going back and forth with him online, and then it only take Charleston White a little bit to find an interview to come air everything out. So this is gonna be a good one. It's a long one here, so we're gonna be here for the whole thing. Pause. No Diddy. But yeah, let's get into it.
Man, we're back sooner than before, sooner than ever. Everybody knows why we're here, man.
You think they know why we here? What, you think they know why we here today? Cause we do this shit all the time, Sean. They can't think. They can't know why we here.
I think fans put two and two together. They see things. They see other interviews I do. They see blogs posting it. They see your name being brought up.
Okay, let's talk then. Let's see why we're here then.
So what are you wearing right now? Is this a doctor suit?
Man, this is a new doctor suit, homie. Dr. Umar Johnson got a bullshit doctorate degree. So I've been given an honorary doctorate degree by the nation, homie. I'm the new doctor. I'm the new minister.
It's good. Straight off the rip. Straight off the rip. He was some bullshit.
For black people. So I minister healing by way of words. I diagnose them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. I'm an expert in diagnosing.
Oh, okay. Because at first, I know Foolio'S mom is a nurse, so I didn't know if that was a.
I'm a doctor. I ain't no nurse, nigga. Yeah, she got to do what the doctor say do. Yeah, she only went so far. So she minister medication is given by the doctor. I minister real healing by way of words.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't belittle a nurse though, because people, based off Foolio'S music, people assumed his mom to be a hood rat or.
She is. Some of them little boys in the rap song say they go have her going back to snorting cocaine. One of them said in the rap song, I can't think, I heard it the other day.
No comment on it. That's wild. If they did say that, that is wild to say about somebody's mom. The portrayal from Foolio, you would think that she might be, not educated hood rat, but if she may not be, it just so happened her son was just in the streets, unfortunately. It's just how it goes. You can't label it on her what her son be doing. And I mean, it does play a character on, the reason and the parent, but sometimes they jump off the porch and they be gone.
But one of them said something about his mama. And they said she used to snort cocaine in a rap song. So she might have been a hood rat mama. She raised the boy in the ghetto, single parent mom. Boy got put out at 14 years old. Them hood rat babies. Most women who are not hood rats, their children ain't getting put out at 14 years old. They're not ending out on their own at 16 years old. Most mothers are going to go to extreme measures to keep their children from being in the streets as children, teenagers. So I would assume she's a hood rat mama.
His sister's a teacher.
I don't mean shit. I know plenty of hood rat teachers that work at A.M. Payton, Maud R. Logan, or Sam Houston High School. Them hoes get high and all kind of shit. Nigga, teachers and nurses, man, them ain't nothing but some
executive hoes, that's all. Yeah. Well, I mean, your name came up in the interview.
Teachers and nurses, I don't know about teachers because they ain't getting paid that much, but I know nurses, they be doing them 48-hour shifts and then be Friday, Saturday, be out there at the club buying bottles. So they be out here too. They be out here too. It ain't like they get a pass.
And I mean, she voiced her dislike for you. You know, I explained that Foolio. Well, you told me Foolio threatened you before, that said he was going to smack you.
Why she say she don't like me? She don't know me.
I guess she says you're too old to be doing the things you do on the internet.
She's too old to be getting shot. My mama ain't never been shot. My grandmama ain't never been shot. My mama house ain't never been shot up. She too old to not have a man. And she too young to be bearing a son. So who give a fuck if I'm too old to be acting like this online? I'm playing a character. This is not who I am in real life. I've become a millionaire from playing this character. So how am I too old to become successful? So let me just say this to Foolio's mama. I had no idea who your son was. I heard his music. And at the time, he just had made a polarizing song at a graveyard with dead people. So when I saw this, he was just making this song. Who wouldn't be up about that? So she's meaning. So let me just say this, homie. Her son threatened me as a young man, and I'm an older man, close to her age. Her disrespectful demon son said that he was going to do physical harm to me because I commented about a video he made against dead people at a graveyard. He said he would slap me. If I was her, I wouldn't have no problem with me, and my son done threatened him. So she got to be a hood rat.
I mean, as a mom, especially as a mom that just lost her kid, yeah, she gonna come to defense as much as possible. Regardless, even whatever her son is getting into, you know, the moms are like, oh, my son was an angel. And low key, he was out there being a demon in the streets. But, you know, some mothers are going to always be mothers. Mothers are always going to defend their sons. There's nothing wrong with it. It's unfortunate that, you know, especially when their sons ain't what these little angels they perceive them as. But, you know, mothers are going to be mothers. I wouldn't say she a hood rat necessarily. I wouldn't say that. Y'all let me know. Am I off? Because I wouldn't say she a hood rat. I mean, she just might possibly raised them wrong, possibly. I don't know what the backstory is here with how that parenting thing worked or what they went through. But, yeah, y'all let me know because I don't know. Is it just more so like kind of bad parenting, unfortunately?
Mama. I sat and listened to that woman make justifications and excuses for her son's behavior. Not once did she hold him accountable. Me and my brother caught a murder case, Sean, as children. My brother just come home from doing 31 years for a murder he committed at 17 years old. My mother never made excuses for us. When we would complain about it's hard on us, and my mother would remind us that you guys are responsible for taking somebody's life. I still get to come see you, son. That other mother can't go see her baby. I don't hear that woman talking like that. I heard that woman make excuses for him making a song at a graveyard. What she say? Oh, that wasn't a real graveyard. Come on, mama. That's why that boy dead. And he got...
I mean, it's not an excuse that it's not the real graveyard because any portraying it that it is a graveyard is already bad enough. And then you having people pictures on like the dirt and all that. We knew what he was trying to portray. So that's the unfortunate thing. We knew what he was trying to portray. And he, even as the mother, you gotta know what he doing. It's like, yo, you're walking down a path that only leads to nowhere for like most of the time. So gotta be careful. Gotta be careful what you put in the atmosphere.
Killed in a horrible way. So I know she can't sleep good at night. That's one of those mothers who condone their children's wrongdoing. When my brother committed a murder case, my mama made him turn himself in. My brother committed a murder case. My mama made him turn himself in. Because my mother don't condone our wrongdoings. Mama say what's right is right and wrong is wrong. So when mama want to know who's right and who's wrong. So I'm listening to his mama. I'm saying, man, that's one of them ghetto hoes. Because if she a nurse, why she didn't get out the ghetto? Why she leave him stuck out there? I remember I used to run away from home at 13 years old. Every house I went to, every friend I knew, my mama went to their house. So when I came to their house, guess what? They mama and they big brother them saying, man, your mama was over here looking for you. You can't stay here. Miss White, he over here. And let me just say this, my nigga. My mama don't know what we doing in the streets. How did this woman know so much about what her son doing in the streets if she don't know nothing about it?
I think social media played a big part.
Man, so my mama ain't on social media. How do social media play a big part? How can she be a nurse and learn all this from social media? How does she know so much about her son's street activity?
I think all the parents knew, and Young and Ace and Queso and all these parents knew each other.
Wasn't Queso daddy involved in one of the murders?
Bibby's son. I mean, Bibby's dad.
No. Wasn't Queso? Didn't Queso daddies tell on him?
Yep. So Queso allegedly killed Bibby.
So, but Queso daddy is in jail because he was part of the crime, right? So what it sounds like, all these parents. So it sounds like all of these parents, for the most part, condoned it. Because if my son having problems like that, boy, we finna leave. I love you so much. I'm gonna do what my mama did when she had my little sister. My mama took an early retirement from General Motors so she can be a more present parent in my little sister's life compared to when she was working at General Motors when me and my brother was in school. My mother took an early retirement so she can be more present in my sister's life. As a parent, you got to make whatever sacrifice.
I mean, you do got to make that sacrifice, especially if your kid is already going through the drama and you're already going through the supposedly shootings already going on. It's like, what you waiting for? Why you ain't get up out of there? Even though moving ain't easy, like it's an expensive task just to get up and uproot yourself and go somewhere else. But sometimes you just gotta take the chance and like we're gonna figure it out once we get there type situation. Like, I don't know. Y'all tell me, y'all going, if you got a kid and they already going through like getting shot at or getting shot or in shootings, you gonna continue to stay in the neighborhood, or you going like at least move to the county, move away to new city? Like, what you gonna do? Y'all let me know. I know I'm out.
Sacrifice you have to make. But that's what happened when you ain't got no man trying to raise a boy. That's what happened when you a black woman with a job. So it sounds like she probably one of them mothers that focused more on her career, and her son had very little parental supervision, so he got to roam and hang in the streets, and she was cool with that.
She said she reached out to other parents, but the parents were shy away from what was going on.
I was shy away from her too. When at the end of my son's funeral, we playing this song. You seen at the end of that funeral I was shy away from a mother like that too, because we not fit to play this mess outside the church house at my baby's funeral, and this is the reason he's dead. This song is the reason this little motherfucker, so they put a hump in the ground. Listen, man, let me stop this right here. Man, listen, my nigga. They wanted to kill that boy so bad, the same nigga that killed him gave him the pirate nub last year.
Yeah.
Homie.
Oh, this is new.
They say the shell casings are matching from the last shooting.
See, when you're a disciplinary parent, your children still honor your words, even when they get grown. Homie, to this day, I don't cuss in front of my mama. I ain't never put a blunt up in front of my mouth, in front of my mama. When I used to smoke cigarettes, my mother have never seen me put a cigarette up to my mouth. My mother never seen me drink a beer or alcohol, and I've never done that in front of my mother, and I'm 47 years old. So I don't know what, she one of them new mamas. She one of them mamas, he probably used to hear his mama getting in the house. So I sat and I watched that interview. I say this woman is justifying, blaming, and making excuses for her dead gangster demon son. And I just want to let her know he got what he deserved. Her son deserved to be killed.
I want to say this too, though. I mean, the whole entire interview, she never called him Foolio. She called him Charles.
That's his name. He ain't no Foolio. He wasn't no fool.
But it goes back to what you say about there's the character and then there's the real person.
Well, same. I never heard Mo 3 mother when we had the Murder Change Me event. I never heard Mo 3 mother reference him as Mo 3. She kept saying Lil Melvin. When I went to Nipsey's funeral, I never heard anybody say Nipsey other than Big Sam. Everybody kept saying Earmus. So that's the point I've been trying to make. And I just want to let her know, I don't know Charles. I know Julio Foolio, and the first time I met him, he threatened to harm me, slap me, an elder. Very disrespectful kid. And my response was, you ain't never slapped a nigga that'll kill you. And from what I heard, he ain't never slapped a nigga.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Because when you portray these characters, unfortunately, people don't know how to separate the two. Your family might be able to, but everybody doesn't know how to decipher the two. So we're going to hold you to the standard of what we see that you put out on social media. Even though we got to understand that social media is a fake world, is a fake place. It's a lot of hidden tricks and, stuff going on, publicity stunts for followers and views. But be yourself. Be yourself. That's all I can say. Because unfortunately, you may come across somebody who's going to test what you put out there in the atmosphere.
He's just been rapping about people getting killed, and based on what he's been rapping about, other people been doing the shooting. But he wasn't no shooter. He wasn't no fighter. He was a little bitty nigga about my size, if not smaller, talking tough on the beats. And looks like every time he was getting shot at, he wasn't shooting back. He wasn't ever prepared for what he was rapping about.
Foolio was a little bit taller. He was probably 6'1".
He looked skinny, the motherfucker. I ain't talking about height. I'm talking about weight. That nigga was...
Yeah. He's probably weighed up about your size.
And after they shot him, he probably went to 85 pounds, what it looked like. So all I'm saying is, homie, as a mother, and the thing that I've said about her son's rap persona, I can get it that she don't agree with what I'm saying. But for her to say, I don't like him and I'm too old, ma'am, I'm playing a character. I'm playing a character. And my character has never physically hurt anybody. Nobody has came up dead because of my character. I say a lot of things. Your son done a lot of things. So I want to remind people again, because I have to keep saying this every 6 months when we talk about Charleston. Actions speak louder than words, my nigga. I ain't never hurt nobody. Never in my life have I shot a gun at a black man. I went to the boys' home, nigga, because we killed a white man. I've never broken into a black person's house. I've never stomped a nigga in the head. I've never committed crimes to my people, homie. So he was doing this. And like I said, homie, he worked hard to get killed.
According to what his mom told me, the dad passed.
Not worked hard to get killed. Damn. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. He worked hard to get killed. That's kind of crazy, Charleston. That's kind of crazy.
Passed away when he was 14, and she noticed the change in Foolio, Charles, as time went by. But that really affected him. He lost his dad and his grandmom around the same time.
So that means she was at work and he was at home by himself with no counseling, no therapy, no football coach. I remember my mother was trying to get us put into extracurricular activities. My mother was going out trying to go get mentors, whether that was my uncles, some of her male cousins, to try to come interact with her boys.
That was definitely how it was when I came up. We had summer activities until, you was jumping off the porch, but even still, it was still like basketball camps, little different things that you can do, like even just to work from Jones to get a little